Got to get it from them.
It's okay, because it's
Yeah,
time
and
to
I'm
go
about
live.
Yay, 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 yay. No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes, no.
The only thing better than a live show is a live show. That's what I'm saying.
all the way
Hey,
live.
happy Wednesday. What's going on, girlfriend Peggy? You are all bejeweled and bedazzled.
Well, it's the holidays. It's the holidays.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
in
I
the
guess
middle
it
of
is.
December.
I don't get into the holiday spirit until about maybe December 20th. I
Yeah,
know
I was
some
just
people who
saying to you the
start
other
in
day.
October.
Yeah, like I said, it is. It's a holiday when you feel like it being a holiday. So,
Yep, it is. It is. But yeah, it's the holidays. It's an exciting time. And people are feeling generous and all of that kind of good stuff. So it's fun. You got a tree?
hmm Christmas
That's
tree,
nice.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have little children at the house.
She put up a beautiful Christmas for the kids, yes.
Yeah, see, you got to do that. You got to do that. I
Yeah,
loved
especially when they
Christmas.
come.
I loved Christmas when I had children. I loved buying for them. I loved hiding the gifts. I loved, the
hmm
excitement of all of that and surprising them and leaving a cookie and a shot of liquor out for for Santa Claus and all of that good stuff. Nowadays I don't have the same enthusiasm for it that I did in the
Right,
past. But
right.
I eventually get there. Shout out to the Texas Ranger. What's up, Willie Starr in the building? Welcome, 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 welcome everybody who's joining us in the virtual building tonight. We love and appreciate you. Happy holidays to all of you, and of course we invite you, if you have not already, to please follow and like and subscribe and comment and share and hit the notification bell both on Facebook and YouTube for us. We are working on growing our channel, and your support is greatly appreciated. So, how was your day,
Yeah.
girlfriend Peggy?
It was pretty good. It was a good day. I can't complain. Some
Okay.
things going on that's trying to stress me out, but I'm not gonna let it, and we just gonna keep pushing forward.
I know that's right. That's what you got to do. I'm with you when you're right. Well, you certainly look
Mm-hmm.
stunning today. So we have on a beautiful gold metallic scarf. We've got on a pretty rhinestone belted head wrap. You sparkling from head to toe. Everything on you is sparkly. And
This is
yes.
a top.
Oh, oh, that is that's a top. So do you ever wear it as a top?
Yeah, it's a top. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty amazing. And you were able
Yep.
to tie that up
Mm-hmm.
around your head. Let me tell you something. There is no rule for girlfriend Peggy. Listen, you hear me? If I don't care what it is, I don't care what article of clothing it is, I don't care what you think it's supposed to be for. If she can tie it around her head, she's going to do it. It can be a pair of pants, a pair of leggings, a dress, a blouse. One day she gonna have a fur coat wrapped around her head, and if she'll be like, "It's a fur coat." Oh my
That's
goodness,
a good
Sister
idea. That's
Deidre
a
in the
good one.
building. Yes, yes. She says you look absolutely beautiful. I'm telling you, the tricks that Peggy can
Thank
play
you.
with something that's going on her head is like, nobody's got you beat. Anybody can take a basic scarf and do something with it. But when somebody takes a shower curtain and wraps it on their head and makes it look like a Sunday hat or an African wrap, a gele, then that's talent, girl. You have special talent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, no, but it's absolutely stunning. So you have a top as the scarf or head wrap, and then what is the rhinestone adornment
It's
that
a belt.
also accents?
Belt.
What is it?
Yeah. This is a belt. It's a belt.
It's a belt.
Hmm.
It's a belt.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And then I put two bracelets on the back, kind of hold my ball in place.
Okay. What kind of bracelets? Stretchy bracelets?
Like the stretchy bracelets,
Mm-hmm.
with the diamonds
Yeah,
on it.
because you can't stick hairpins in the ball, so you have to wrap it and then have
Mm-mm.
something to hold it in
I
place.
usually use ponytail holders first, and then I kind of will put the bling bling around the ponytail holders on top of it.
Okay. Listen, you are blinging to beat the band tonight. You got it going on tonight. You look like you are ready for the Christmas party of the year, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Yeah, we love that.
Thank you.
Hey,
Well, you look
Crystal.
beautiful as well.
Thank you, honey. That's so sweet.
Yes,
Shout out to your girl
always.
Crystal in the building. And so
Hey, Crystal.
we let me see, what does she say? She says you look like $1,000,000. You ain't never lied.
Well, thank you. Thank you, ladies. And you know
Yes,
I do all
yes.
this why? Bad
Because
hair
you
day,
don't have
honey.
it's not a bad hair day. It's just that your hair isn't done in the fashion
The
that you
way I
are
like it.
accustomed to presenting yourself.
Right.
So it's
Exactly.
a
So when it's
beautiful
good,
alternative.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
I
you
love
don't
it.
do
It's fun.
wigs.
It's all in fun.
Yes, I know. Because you don't do wigs.
Mm-mm. I
Peggy
hate
don't do
wigs.
no wigs, no weave, none of that kind of stuff.
I have worn a wig to a wedding, but believe me, it was the last minute spurter thing. I went and grabbed something and threw that thing on my head, and just as fast as that wedding was over, I slashed it off.
I
But
know
yeah,
that's
I don't do wigs. I don't do the colors, and I try to keep it pretty basic and to what I like, short and spiky on the top. So yeah.
Yep. Yep, I know. Jane is in the building. Hey, girl, what's going on? Nice to have you. It's so wonderful. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Welcome, 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 family. Happy
Was that
holidays to
Vicky
one and all.
T?
Yes, it is.
A realtor, my hairstylist. I tried to get one when I was home and she was busy and tied up, and I couldn't get with her because I had Monday afternoon and she couldn't get to me till Monday evening. And that's why my hair is down right now. But this is sure, I think in another week, girlfriend Vicky, I'll be coming through. I want to make sure I come through the shop and get my hair done. So please listen out for my call. Thank you, baby.
She will.
I love her.
Vicky has
She's
been your stylist, your hairstylist for a very long time. She's the one that's responsible for, giving you, the beautiful spikes and the real, hot cut in the back. It's always, tapered just right or a little design in there or whatever. But, she lays that thing out for sure. So, you
yeah.
always look absolutely stunning.
Thank
Yep,
you.
that's good.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you. I
good.
appreciate her. Like I say, she's been doing that for probably about 15 years now for me.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
long time.
That's a wonderful
I
thing.
watched her children grow up. Her grandchildren about grown now.
Wow. Yeah, a lot happens in the 15 years, A lot
Mm-hmm.
happens in the 15 years. She said, "Yes, honey." So she going to be looking out for you, no problem. Know that is
Okay.
a fact. She has got
Thank
your
you,
back.
Queen.
Mhm. Most definitely. Well, we had a plethora of topics that needed to be touched on today. Um, First and foremost in the news, the former DJ for the Ellen DeGeneres show, DJ Twitch, um, passed away by his own decision. He unfortunately took his own life. And when that happens, that makes me so sad because I
Mm.
know that anybody who's in their right mind doesn't do that. That they have to be in a very dark place, very sad, very hurt, depressed beyond anything that I can even imagine. Or that most of us can even imagine when we are feeling just
Mm.
fine. And he had a wife and children, and to do this at the holiday time, which is not
Mm.
unusual. Holidays bring this out
Mm.
of people, and for him to go like he did was very heartbreaking. So we want to send positive vibes, love, condolences, sympathy,
Yeah.
and to the family and friends and fans of DJ Twitch. And just know that if you have a
Yes.
loved one who you feel like might be close to doing that, that you need to call the suicide hotline, talk to somebody, get some help, see if you can help them. It is
Mm.
it's devastating. It's devastating. And and
Yes,
like
it
I
is so
said, we
sad.
see a rise in this in the during the holidays. So we have that update on Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. Um, Still not back on the air. I'm wondering now if they will even let her back. You know, I don't know how you can punish the man and excuse the woman when folks did what they did, with in knowing what
Together.
they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
This heifer was with them. They would go out as couples. Her daughter would babysit his children. And so that's what you're going to do? Psh, please, go on somewhere. We don't want to hear from you. And then, last but never least, we are still looking for justice for Shanquella Robinson. And in spite of the reports, like we said here on Raw Talk, no arrests have been made. That hasn't happened. And there's a possibility, there's even a possibility that it might not happen, but it hasn't happened. And girlfriend Peggy, you were right on point when you said there are a lot of content creators out there just, constantly rehashing stuff, just for the likes, just for the popularity of it, just to boost their channel and boost their views and the number of people watching and boost their subscriptions, because in the end, it's going to mean money for them. And
Mm-hmm.
and so I encourage you to follow the traditional news, and and although we would be nowhere without the Black content creators uh, talking about this story, and pushing the traditional media to cover it, but there really is a little or no news, at least no news in reference to the arrest. Now, I
Right.
recommend that if you want to know about it, you check the North Carolina press, and a young man who is on YouTube and Facebook. His name is Gerald Johnson. He has on YouTube. He has the North Carolina beat, the NC beat, and he spends a lot of time talking directly with Shanquella's mother and with Shanquella's sister, and he has his finger on the pulse of what's going on up there in North Carolina when it comes to Shanquella's case. And he most recently, in the last
Mm-hmm.
couple of days, interviewed Shanquella's sister, and
Mm-hmm.
it's heartbreaking. You know, she says, "Hey, you know, we are suffering every day." She said, "One minute I'm all right, and the next minute I'm not."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad. Just the thought of it probably would bring me to tears every 5 minutes. I mean, it's just horrible.
And then she said, people are so critical. People, you know, will see her mother in an interview. You can go to YouTube and look under Nightline for the interview that they did, the story that they did covering Shanquella's murder, and the interview they did with her mother. And
Mm-hmm.
uh you know, people are saying, oh, you know, she's not crying, she's not upset. And you know, and the sister said, hey, listen, you know, we don't want you to see us breaking down, you know, doing the ugly cry, you know, so people critique you for not crying enough. And then if you were snotting and all over the place, they would critique you about that. You know, she said, we are hurting over here, and we don't need you, we don't need your criticism, you know. And she talked about how those people came to her mother's home and were crying and talking about what they were going to wear to the funeral. And then 2 weeks later, when the autopsy report came out, you know, everybody disappeared. And they talked about how her best friend, Khalil, who was over there with her, who had gone, who had attended family trips with them. Shanquella also went on trips with him and his family. They were integrated. They were integrated. And to think
Mm-hmm.
that this person would go over there with Shanquella and let this happen, or he had somehow had some hand in it, is devastating to them. They talked about how he was pacing the
Yeah.
floor and sweating and carrying on when over there talking about it. But it's sad, but and nothing has really happened yet, in spite of all of the conversation and the FBI and all of that good stuff. There hasn't been an arrest, and they are waiting patiently for something to happen. But just know that they are suffering every single day. For the father, that was his only daughter, that was his only child. And so, you know, he is absolutely heartbroken, and as well as
Mm-hmm.
all of them. So that's what's happening, as far as we know right now, with the case for Shanquella Robinson. And so we're kind of up to date on those things, so we can get on to talking about what we wanted to talk about tonight. And um and so we start with the mistakes that you regret. You know, what things have you done in your life? What decisions, what life decisions have you made that you now regret? And you know, I called it mistakes. We called it mistakes, but it's really not a mistake. It is a choice. Somewhere along the way, you made a decision and you made a choice, and now you have to live with it. And we're going to talk about this young lady and the choice that she made, and how she feels about that now. So so, girlfriend, did you have a decision that you made that you wanted to um, talk about possibly regretting?
Yes, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. I told you I made a decision to get my teeth fixed and went in for a full consultation. Came out with over an $8,000 bill for all the corrections that's going to be done and need to be done, and so on and so forth. She put forth the plan. So me, like a, not really doing my research, went along with her plan to give me crowns. So I'm scheduled to have four crowns in the top, four crowns in the bottom. She said I had a shaky tooth.
She said,
And she
this shit
pulled the
right here
tooth out, right?
shaky. Huh?
So she pulled my tooth. So it has to be out into the to after the first of the year when she's get on the bottom and start doing this bridge. Now I got to get a floating bridge in this place to put the tooth back. And like I said, the tooth to me wasn't that shaky. It probably could have held on for another year or two. But
Right.
had I known, I would not have let her pull that tooth. I would have saved my tooth.
At
Okay.
least held
And
on
also
to
to
it.
do the crowns on the top. Hmm?
Mhm. Or at least held on to it for a little bit.
For a little while longer. Right. Crowns. In order to do crowns, they file your teeth down so small and so sharp. They look like little baby shark teeth. And then they have to put the crowns up on each tooth to make it look like your real tooth, to cover it and give it the white and the prettiness that you want. These are
Mm-hmm.
my temporaries that I have in now, but in another 2 to 3 less before the end of the year, I'll have my real ones in. But I told her I'm not going through with the bottom four. I'm not going through with the bottom four. I'm gonna go ahead and spend that $2,500 and get the floating bridge put in, and that's all I'm doing to the bottom teeth. I get my put my other furniture back in place. But these crown business, I would have been better off keeping my teeth.
Yes. Yeah.
I
And
wish I hadn't done it.
I, man, man, man. Mm.
I really do.
I'm
So
sorry.
I urge people that's looking to do dental work, go ahead and look at the videos that they have out there for you to view the different dentures, to view the different this, the that, the crowns, the difference in veneers. You do the research and look into it and check it out. See what's best for you, because it's no joke. No joke.
It's no joke. It's no joke, and it's expensive
Mouth is no
and
joke.
time
Take care of your teeth.
consuming.
But what I can say now, brush 2 or 3 times a day. Toothbrush you need to do as you can. Get in your 60s and 70s. You got to start having to get cavities. You got to keep out. I really pain up in my smile and go through it on this here because I'm going to have a fix. Nobody on the missing teeth in my mouth. You got to take.
Yeah. Well, we're having a little
So yeah,
difficulty. We're having some difficulty hearing you. You're kind of delayed and it was breaking up. But I got the gist of what you were saying. What girlfriend Peggy is saying is you got to take care of your teeth and do your research and try to keep your own teeth at all costs because they provide a certain amount of sensitivity. They provide a certain amount of taste and whatnot for you eating your food. And then when you do the crown thing, now you're always at risk of it breaking off. You know, not that your own teeth won't, but having an issue. And if your teeth don't have any cavities or anything, don't let nobody shave them down to nothing. For the sake of a crown. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, go ahead and get a Visalign. Look into retainers. Look into what you call those things that straighten your teeth out
Braces.
that you wear for a long time.
Braces.
Braces. Look into the long term, something that's slow and long. It may be a little bit longer to correct and take more time, but in the long run, you're saving your own teeth and you correcting it rather than ruining your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
check
most
out
definitely.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's all right, girlfriend
That's
Peggy.
one
We
thing.
know that we know that in time you'll get it. You get it back like you want it, and we just hope going forward that it all works out and it ends up being good for you, and
The
that
way I
and that
want
it's
it,
all
yeah.
right.
The style I want
Yeah,
it.
the way you want it, for sure.
Mhm.
Hey, listen, if you're in the chat, feel free to share with us, some decision that you made, that if you had a chance to do it over, you would do something different. You would, maybe you don't regret it, but you at least would handle it differently. Um, I've spoken about what my regret was. I've talked about it on the show before, and my biggest regret was allowing myself to be under the influence of someone who gave me advice that I followed, and it backfired on me. And it had to do with my relationship with the last radio station I worked for, and how I felt about what was going on and how I was being treated. And so, and then it, oh, Lord have mercy. And so that caused me to, to approach the situation in a way that didn't work out for my benefit. One thing you can't do is try to power up on someone or an entity that really has more power than you. I was not in a position to take the position that I took, and so that cost me by removing me immediately from my position. And so, with that being said, that's my biggest regret. And so if I had it to do over, I would do it differently. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, and I think I really tried to advise you not to do that. But you take different advices from different people, and you have to weigh them and make your own decision at the end of the day.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. Most definitely.
So,
Oh my goodness. Now so that's how we got there. Now we're going to talk about this young lady and how she got to where she is. Okay. This young lady made a decision to tattoo the whites of her eyes. Okay. um Hold on just a second. Hold it down, girlfriend Peggy. I got an issue.
okay, baby. Yes, this young lady decided that she wanted to tattoo the whites of her eyes blue. And I guess the ink that they used or the dye that they used to do the tattooing, when she comes back, she'll put up a picture of what the young lady looks like after the blue dye had, been in her eyes for a couple of days or a little while. The damage that it started to do to her, and you'll see that she deeply regret tattooing the whites of her eyes blue. I have never seen or heard of this before, me personally. I don't know what gave her the notion, or maybe she's a trendsetter or influencer, and this is a new fad or something that's out. Again, you have to be careful when it comes to jumping on a train, on the bandwagon, on board of fads and cool things to do. It may be cool at the time. It may seem like a different, unique idea or something hot to do. And then you do it. And then, like you said, you find out there's major repercussions that come along with your choice. So, to our ladies, our gentlemen that's out there, like I said, a lot of tattooing, piercings, all over the body. I think long run, we still those piercings made to the dyes, the ink. It does it get bloodstream? Will it cause poisoning? Will it cause cancer eventually? I think probably studies may still be out on that, but definitely this was something that I know she regret doing, and probably would urge others not to do it. And I'm sure she probably would never think about doing it again, because when you see the next set of pictures, um, that why this wasn't a good decision, why this wasn't a good idea for her to put this dye in her eye. It's sad, but she lucky she didn't lose her sight and go blind, probably among some other things. But we have to do our research. We have to use common sense. We have to do our due diligence and look into and check with other people and check out the doctors and who's doing it and how much experience they have and things like that to before we go making decisions to alter our eyes and bodies and with piercings, tattoos, and all kind of crazy stuff. I don't have a tattoo. I don't have a piercing. I don't have any of those things, but I do believe in the spirit,
good
but we'll talk
good
about that in a
night.
little bit. We'll talk about that.
Okay, bye. Close the
I'm a
door.
firm believer
This is a live
that
show.
do what you want to do, girlfriend.
This
If
is
you
a
want to
live
enhance and make
show.
it better, go ahead and do it. Yes.
Yes, yeah, right. This is a live show. Great, good golly, Miss Molly. Sorry to leave you hanging, girlfriend Peggy.
That's
Let me see
okay.
what they're
That's I
talking
told him
about.
you're gonna put the pictures up of the young lady after she put the dye in her eyes and what she looked like.
Yep. Okay. Vicky says that
Hmm.
she regrets her tattoo on her breast because they don't sit up like they used to, and the tattoo is not appropriate for who I
Hmm.
am today. Listen,
Yeah, right.
I hear you. I
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah,
She
I can
looks
hear that.
beautiful. I don't know. Ray Marine in the building. You can't
Mm.
make this shit up.
No, you can't,
All
baby.
right.
No, you can't.
Okay, now Ray Marine says Dejanay Jackson was arrested on November 28th and will be getting extradited back to Mexico. She's in federal custody. Okay, now you say that, but show me where ABC, CBS, NBC,
What's
CNN, Fox reported that. When show me where Associated Press reported that. I need like some. I need some for real on that
the
because
source?
Nightline
The
just did
source.
the story uh, uh, uh Friday, Thursday or Friday last week. They didn't say anything about
December,
her
yeah.
being arrested. You know,
Mhm.
so there you go on that. But yeah, so no, this young
This,
lady was beautiful, and here she is close up. She has one eye tattooed blue, and then later on she went and tattooed the other eye purple or lavender or something like that. And but listen to what she did, okay? All right. In an attempt to look like an Australian model, this is the model who she was trying to make her, look like. An Australian model, Amber Luke, Anaya Peterson of North Ireland got her eyeballs tattooed. That's this young lady right here. Despite being aware of the fact that Luke herself went blind, that the person who she was trying to emulate went blind doing this, after she went blind for weeks after she dyed her eyes in 2019, this young lady, who is 32, mother of 5, went ahead to risk her life and her eyesight and got her right eyeball tattooed blue in July of 2020. And although she suffered headaches and dry eyes following the procedure, she ignored the warnings from her daughter and got the purple tattoo on the other eye towards the end of the same year. While everything went smoothly for months, she woke up to swollen eyes one day. She rushed to a hospital where she was put on a drip for 3 days after certain medications failed to improve the case. The tests conducted have revealed that the lady is losing her eyesight over time and has a high risk of glaucoma, a condition that increases pressure within the eyeball, eventually causing loss of sight. And so one morning she woke up and she looked like this.
And did she cut her tongue?
Yes. So you see, she's an extremist.
Wow.
She has, tattoos on
Yeah.
her face and all, and all on her body. And then she did the thing where you split your tongue in half. I see she has her bottom lip tattooed, and she has her nose. She has her bottom lip pierced, and she has her nose
Pierce.
pierced as well. So
Mm-hmm.
she went from this to this.
Mm-hmm. Please, please, please. Hmm. Be
Please
careful
do
about
not
what
do
you
that
do.
shit. What is the matter with you? You don't do nothing with your eye.
Nothing
You
should
don't
go
do
in your
nothing
eye.
with your
Nothing.
eye. What is the matter with people? And so now she's going to eventually go blind. What is your freaking problem? Are you crazy? Are you
And all of
mad?
that for the risk that for what? For fame, for exposure, for likes, for what? This was all done just to look like the other model, and then what? Make money? You know, sad.
I don't know. But and I wonder, I don't know. I just wonder what she was thinking. What was she thinking when she did that? But a lot of things, people do a lot of things, and they regret them later. Sometimes it's the alcohol.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the club.
You want some breakfast? Cause I'm cooking breakfast.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the club.
You want some breakfast?
Oh
You
my
want some
God.
breakfast?
Was that was the man? That was a man? Oh, that was a lady.
I think that was a lady. She built like a man, though.
He said, don't trust the alcohol. So he was drunk, and that's what he drug in from the club.
He either drug it in, or I think he went home with it.
Okay.
Is what I think. I think he went home with that. Where's Ray Marine when you need him? Because you can't make this shit up. Vicky said, what was it? Vicky said, what the hell was that?
That was a she. Oh my God.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I can't show it again because I know people are trying to hit the lotto. They want to win the Powerball. My mama said you can't win nothing if you look at somebody's naked behind. Too close to ticket time. But I don't know. I don't know what that was. Do we need to look at it again just to make sure?
No. Yeah, let's look at it one more time. Here's
so
my man. I'm not gonna argue with you.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the club.
You want some breakfast? Cause I'm cooking breakfast.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the club.
That's why you can't trust the liquor at the club. I don't know what that is. I hope that's not for real. I hope that didn't happen for real. But yeah. That's some of the
Well,
stuff
that's
that
what
people
happened when
do.
men take on he/she's. When they take on transvestites, they think it's a woman, a full-fledged woman at night, the night before, because they're drinking and it's late, it's dark. They take the male home that look like a female. In the morning, they find out it's not a female.
Listen here. Didn't nobody think at no
Exactly.
point in time that that was no female. That ain't no female you go home with. What?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah,
like, you know,
somebody
like
take it home.
somebody who,
Somebody looking to take that home and knock it off. Trust me.
that's my girl Tammy. Hey boo, how you do? I hope to see you when I come through. I'll be in Orlando tomorrow. Tammy says alcohol is a hell of a thing. And have you taken home, um, taking things home that don't belong there? That shit don't belong nowhere, nowhere. Ray Marie says, when I see people doing all this craziness with tattoos, believe me, there is a deep underlying issue. It could be the sense of attention and wanting attention. It could be loneliness, emptiness, lack of friends, feeling lost, previously getting bullied, no friends, any number of things. Like one little tattoo of something is one thing, but she was going overboard. She was going overboard. Yes, baby, love you too. But yeah, so there you go. But I don't know. That's it's insane. Yeah, yeah. Vicky agrees with you,
That's
Ray.
crazy.
Vicky,
That's funny.
it's Carletta. Y'all know that's right. Carletta said, "What the hell?"
Carlita.
Oh yeah, Carlita. I'm sorry.
Carlita said, "What the hell?"
What the
Carlita
hell?
said, "What the hell?" Ooh, it was a shake at the end for me. When she started bouncing her booty. Ooh, she started bouncing her booty. All right, baby.
Too much madness. Hey, she got that shake.
Hey, you gotta shake what your mama gave you.
Listen, you have to be totally confident.
And they say little itty bitty booties matter too, right? So she had a little itty bitty booty, but she shook it. I didn't know it was there.
She had cheeks though. She had cheeks. She had
some cheeks right there.
Vicky ain't like them flaps of skin though. Vicky ain't like the other loose stuff. And you listen, I don't like to laugh at people, only because, they can't help it, even if that person were to lose weight and work out and have, there's certain parts of the body, there's a certain build that's, part of it that's not going to change.
No, but this was put out there for laughing purposes. It was meant to be a joke. It was funny, and the damn show was funny as hell. So yeah, she okay with us laughing. That's what she want to do, getting likes and views and stuff. Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Okay, all right. I'll go for that.
I think it's excused.
Oh my God. Oh God. Vicky said her butt was flaps of skin also. Play it again. Oh. Vicky gonna do a play-by-play. Help me, Vicky. I can't.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the club.
You want some breakfast? Because I'm cooking breakfast.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the club.
Vicky, we ain't putting up with your mess, Vicky.
That is too funny. Ooh, that neck is flat. Flat like a pancake.
Was it? I don't think it's flat. Look, we're gonna have to look again. I don't think it's flat
Her
like
back,
a pancake.
her booty, her back is flat like a pancake. Look at the back of the panties. Look at that back.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the club.
You want some breakfast? Cause I'm cooking. I'm cooking breakfast.
This is why you can't trust the liquor at the
Okay, maybe you're right, girlfriend Peggy.
Yeah, it's nothing back there. It was just straight down, straight karate chop.
Oh wow,
We just clowned anyway.
Ray Marine has tapped into his inner psychic. He says, I sense I feel I sense a sense of demonic going on with her. Crazy. Oh, okay. He's talking about the other young lady. Crazy
Other girl.
tattoos,
Yeah.
piercing, split tongue. I would not want anything to do with her. One might wake up and be tied up. He sees her as like the female version of Jeffrey Dahmer. Ray Marine said, I ain't having no parts of that mess. You hear me? I ain't having no parts of that mess. You come up in his face with you know, tattoos. And you know, and how much money, I don't know how much money she spent on tattoos or so does somebody hold your eye open and then stick a needle in your eye? You know, I neglected to do my homework to find out what you have to do to get your eye tattooed.
Well,
but
who would be licensed to do such a thing? Seem like this is something that you have to go in the back basement somewhere and do. What establishment tattooing eyeballs? It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know who does that. I don't know. Is that done by a regular tattoo artist? I don't know. But you know, Ray said he's taking it as a warning sign. Vicky, listen, Vicky, I don't know most peed. Vicky said her side hurts. She laughing so much. And Carletha agrees with you, Ray. She agrees with you completely. Definitely demonic. There is there is an uneasy spirit going on in there.
Yeah.
There's an uneasy spirit going on in there that's you know, rumbling around, you know. But you know, if you've ever seen the movie Clockwork Orange, they have this thing. Well, when you go to get LASIK eye surgery, they have a thing, you know, that holds your eye open. And so I imagine that's you know, that's what they do to you. But I don't know if they stick a needle in there. I don't know what happens, but that's somebody who likes pain. And Ray makes a good point. Ray Marine says, and this is what her kids see every day. He said, just imagine that. He said, I feel bad for them. I'd like to see the kids. Now that you mention it, I'd like to see the kids. So that thing, all I want to say is, I don't know how much money it costs to get your eye tattooed, but you should have saved that money and bought yourself a good wig. I hate a raggedy wig. Get a nice lace front or whatever. If you got to wear a wig, you know, get you a good one. All that money you spent on tattoos and then your wig look like that right there. It's a part, but not a part. And you done colored your eyebrows, the color of your hair, all of that. Get you a good wig, sis. I'm sure they have some in Australia. Please.
It's just too much.
You know, it's
too
all
much.
too much.
Too much.
Hey, we've got we got a few minutes left, and just one more topic that we want to cover tonight. We are like all over the place tonight, but we had to, because girlfriend Peggy and I, we talk after the show, and sometimes we are just so full of things we want to talk about. So tonight we said we're going to have a nice smorgasbord. So you remember what the last one is, Peggy? The blended family at Christmas.
Yeah, that blended family. When the exes got to come, with their new woman and the children in tow. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody got to
You
sit
know,
down
so
together and smile.
yeah. So, we're wondering if anybody has that kind of situation going on. You have a blended family. Your ex-husband comes with his new wife and their new children. Or you're going to them, or just your an ex in general is there. I don't know. Have you had that situation? Have you ever had to work that out? That making a decision, you don't want to separate the children, or you want to all be together, and now you have to be there in the company of as someone who is a former, and now you got to maybe you didn't remarry, but he did, so now you're there, and he's there because your children are there, and then you got to sit around the table and be nice and polite. You ever had to do that, girlfriend Peggy?
No, one divorce from my first husband, and he went his way, and I went my ways. Something years later, I haven't seen him since. No, I haven't had to do that. Thank God.
You're lucky. We
What?
we
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's very fortunate.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, you
I
know
did
what?
it.
It wouldn't bother me if he came to dinner with his new wife and kids in tow. I wouldn't care. Let's eat. Let's have a good time. I think I could stomach that. I would be
Mm-hmm.
okay with it. I'm not still in love with you. I don't want to be with you again. So I mean, I left you for a reason, and I didn't. I don't regret my decision to leave you. So why would I have a problem with having dinner with you?
Yeah,
We
well,
great friends.
that's
We
easy
talk
to
and
say.
laugh every other day or two. So we good friends.
What about if it's the woman that he cheated on you
Yeah.
with and he left you for that woman?
Oh well, that might be a different story.
I bet it would.
Yeah, yeah. I might feel differently.
Might?
Most likely, I probably would.
Yeah, you would. You probably wouldn't even entertain it at all. Wouldn't let that happen under no circumstances. I don't think so.
Mm.
Right? Am I
Yeah,
am I
maybe I
completely
don't
off?
know.
Ray Marine
I haven't been
says
faced with that.
Ray Ray Marine says I'm old school like my father and my grandfather. We gonna keep it like you. We gonna keep it just like that. So what does that mean, Ray? Uh, that the relationship is over, and so it's over. So you're not gonna
He
do
out.
none of that.
He out.
I
Ain't no
don't know.
reason to socialize.
Mm-mm. None.
No reasons for those shenanigans to take place.
Well, doing it, I realize is not easy for some. Um, he says no blended. He said we ain't doing no blending. We not mixing nothing up. We not remixing anything. We not rewinding. None of that. Ray said that's out of the question. But
It
I
happens
think
so.
plenty. I think plenty of people do it, and they do it
Hmm.
successfully. I did it. I did it for a very, very, very long time, and in a sense, I'm still doing it today. So it
Mm.
it just really depends on your mindset and and how you handle it. And I had the most extreme case ever, I think. But
Hmm.
in the end, it worked out for me.
Hmm.
It worked out for me. It worked out in what I feel like is my favor because I'm
Hmm.
happy. I can sleep at night. Let me tell you something. Forgiveness is a gift that you give yourself. And so if you want to know what it was, is that I was in a situation where my husband had a child with another woman, and from the time that child was born until that child graduated from high school, we blended the family. I blended the family. I made space for the family to be blended because family was very, very important to me. It was extremely important to me to hold my family together and to hold it together in a particular kind of way. And now the children are adults and they appreciate that. They've expressed to me their appreciation of that. That baby was no outside baby to me. That baby is my baby. And he's my son, and he calls me mama even though he has a mama, and there's no mistaking about who his mama is. But I call him son, and I love him because children don't make that choice. They come here as, and through the vessel that they can come through, and they come innocent and with love. And it was very, very important to me that all of my children felt secure, and that this child especially felt secure, because we are, and this is what I told her. I love her dearly, and this is what I told him. I said, listen, we're raising a black man in America. We don't have room. We don't have the time, the energy, the room. We don't have the excuse. We don't have anything, to do but make sure that this young man can be all that he can be. He's going to have enough obstacles, challenges, and traumas to overcome just being a black man in America, without us putting the extra pressure on him, bickering amongst ourselves about something that we cannot change. So what we're going to do is do everything in the sunshine. Whatever this child needs, he will have it. My home, our home is his home, and vice versa. And our children are going to know that, that this is their brother, and they're going to grow up with him and love him, to treat him that way. And so now, and now that's what we have. That's what we have. I stand on that. I don't regret that. I don't care what no other people say about it. I wouldn't give two shakes of my leg for anybody's opinion about it. People say, oh, that's weak. Oh, I would never. Oh, that bitch couldn't and he couldn't. You can just keep that opinion to yourself, because I don't give a damn. I did what I knew and felt in my heart was right and what I could live with. Okay. And so I was able to sleep good, didn't have a problem, don't have one now. All right. And I'm happy about it. And I feel like everybody else is happy about it too. And let me tell you something, the children will be a whole lot better off for it if grown people can put their feelings aside and focus on the welfare of the child and all of the children. Steph is in the building. Hello, Queens. That's what she say. Okay. Ray Marine says, we can be kind and friendly, but another man wanting to come over with my ex-wife, I will forgive. We just ain't blending at the Christmas and Thanksgiving table. We cool. It's okay.
When you sitting around the table, you blending. If you're in the same room, you blending. If you're in the same house, you blending. If you're in the same function, you blending. That's what blending means.
Whether it's
you're
Christmas,
socializing,
Thanksgiving, birthdays, or
it don't
New
matter
Year's.
what it is, right? If you're in the same room, at the same function, at the same table, buffet, restaurant, whatever, you're blending. You're there. You're all there for the occasion.
Yep. Listen, we did birthdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, with our family and every member of her family, and I can go in Orlando right now and I can run into any member of her family, brother, sister-in-law, daughter, son-in-law, grandchildren, nieces, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, and cousins. Know them all. And when they see me, it's an exchange of love. Now, you can think whatever you want to think in your mind. I wouldn't care. All right. But when you see me, it's going to be a reception of love. I'm going to give you some, and you're going to give me some, and it's going to be all right. So that's how the blending goes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ray Marine says it does matter. He said it matters to him because his home is his personal space. He said there's a difference. There's a difference. He doesn't want to see, his wife or his ex-wife or his wife's ex-husband or any of those kind of things. And it's all right. Just like I don't want anybody to judge me, I would never judge you about that, Ray. I never would. You have to stand on your truth, and
What it is to
and we
stand
have a
on.
we have a new saying in my household, and it came and it's a prison saying. Okay, it came out of a prison experience, and this is it: do what you can stand. Do what you can stand. If you can't tolerate it, if you don't like it, if it don't work for you, then don't do it. Do what you can stand. Do what you can put up with. Do what you can tolerate. Do that.
If you can't
And
stand
so
it,
if you
get
can't
on.
stand it, if you can't stand the blending, don't come in the kitchen. We in here mixing up the cake batter. If you can't stand it, then don't come in the kitchen. Vicky says family is important to her as well, and it has happened to her. Thank you. She says, I'm awesome. She says, I'm not that woman. I forgive, but I don't forget anything. Oh, girl, I ain't forgot. I haven't forgot, but I can forgive enough to go past it, to not have to attack you with it, or or bring it up or hold on to it. But yeah, it's a lifelong memory. You know, yeah, it's a
Memory is a
lifelong
lifelong
memory.
dagger or scar that you gotta forever live with when you dealing with somebody who had a baby from your husband,
Yeah.
and created a child. That's a scar.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
It's a scar. It's a freaking bullet wound.
yeah.
Because when you get that news, the whole, your heart drops, the whole world stops. Listen, I was like a bullet. Uh, I was a gray streak on LB McLeod Road. The first thing I did was tore up everything in my bedroom. I'm like people who riot and tear up their own neighborhood. The first thing I did, I took my arm, I wiped everything off the dresser, and I'm like, you gotta be effing kidding me. Wham! Bam!
I
I
have never gotten
exploded.
that mad. I have never gotten that mad to destroy my own stuff.
I was tearing shit up.
Mm.
You hear me? Then I got in my
Yeah.
car and I took off like a bat out of hell. I ate up 33rd Street. Okay? That was me. And I didn't even know where to go. I didn't know what I was doing. I was enraged. I was out of control. I was inconsolable, for a while. But then eventually I calmed down, and then I decided what I was going to do, and I did what I did, and I'm happy about it. Ray says he will blend, no problem. We can blend at a restaurant.
Yeah,
I love Ray
that's
Marine.
blending.
We can blend at a clubhouse and an event center.
Mm-hmm.
He says there's no
Right.
anger or hate. He said just not at my house. You can't come to my house.
Okay, that's blending. That's blending.
Yeah. So he is, and I'm glad you clarified it, Ray, because it does say that you have a tender heart. He says we can do all the blending you want to do, but you're not blending. You're
Just
not
not in my
bringing your
home.
blended spirit up in my house. My home is my sanctuary. That's where my peace is. I don't want you dropping off your little spirit droplets at my house. So there you go.
Yes, please.
Vicky's in agreement with you, Ray.
Baby.
Mm-hmm. That grandbaby. Let me tell you something. This is the best live show ever. You know, nobody does the kind of stuff that we do on this show. Um, what's the matter with the baby? What's the matter, little mama?
Nothing. She just came down to tell me she loved me.
Oh, we love you too. Don't you love
She
that?
said she love you too, Miss B.
Oh, that's my baby. Vicky is laughing. Vicky agrees with you, Ray. She says public places only. Okay, Ray, we got you. Listen, we got people who love us. And I tell Peggy every week, I said, I can't believe, you know, all the interruptions that we always get during the show. It's like they don't care. They go, we don't care that you're, you know, doing some show. We don't give a damn. And that's the benefit of doing your own show on YouTube and Facebook. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you were in somebody's TV studio, nobody could do that. But listen, this is our show. We do what we want to do. And we have fun doing it. And especially
Yes. You get all the realness there is.
And so there you go. And so let me tell you why my man was so happy. And so now I have to go public. And but anyway, he was happy because he lost his phone today. He lost his cell phone, and he called me from another phone and said, "You can't make this shit up." That's right, Ray. He called me from another phone and said, "Hey, listen, I lost my phone. I'm coming to see you, but you know, I'm not going to be able to call you. You can't call me the rest of the day because I don't have a phone. I don't know where it is." So I started calling the phone. I called the phone. I located the person who had the phone, and then my son went and picked up the phone, went and got the phone. So when he came here to see me, all right, to say goodbye because I'm going to Orlando tomorrow, I said, you know, go to the room, look on the bed. And boom, there it was, his phone. He was so happy. He did a little happy.
Super happy.
Wow. Where did you find it? Tracked it down. Wow. And sent off for it, and gave the person who found it a little cash love. So that's what all of that was all about, and why I had to take a break, because I really try not to do that. But listen, y'all are great. We can't wait until next week. We look forward to seeing all of you. And we thank you for your love and attention and support. But we's about to get out of here, girlfriend Peggy.
Yes, and the little one stayed asleep the whole hour. The little one, I got him to bed right at 9 o'clock. What did I tell you? I was back there holding him 5 minutes up. I said I have him down and sleeping about another 3 minutes. I slide right in there. And he stayed asleep the entire hour. So thank you, Jesus. God, at work tonight. I have to get up and leave.
I'm glad he slept through, because Peggy is holding it down with 2 of her grandbabies, and one is 3 and one is like 7 months, and they both are a handful. Carlitha, thank you. We enjoyed you too. We glad you enjoyed the show, and with all of the madness that goes on.
That one.
Okay, Jane said the kids are fine, but I draw the line with the ex. She wants to be my Facebook friend. Not. Hey, little mama. Jane says she's not having it under no circumstances. Love you, ladies. Enjoyed it too. And that was little baby Talea. Talea, you a star. Ain't she sweet?
Oh, she is so happy to be on camera. She's ready to come back again.
All right, come on, get back up in there. Get on back up there so we can say bye-bye.
It's raining.
Bye. Bye, grandma's baby. Hey. Good night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us and all the shenanigans. That's girlfriend Peggy and I Miss B. Love you, baby.